Alright, my name is Miss Ingram, and today I'm going to be talking to you about North Carolina and our symbols. Does anybody know what the symbols for North Carolina would be, like a structure or a symbol? The flag, right. Anything else?
Our state bird's the cardinal.
So, there's a few things we're going to talk about today. I chose 5 of them. I chose the state bird, the state flag, the state capitol, the Wright Brothers Memorial, and the state flower. We chose all of those to talk to you today about. So I brought these 2 things in so y'all can look at them. They have both of these come with a cardinal. So this is the state bird for North Carolina. And whenever we talk about this today, we're going to talk about what's important about them, why they're important, and how they became important. Does anybody know anything about the cardinal? Yes?
It's red.
It is red. And this one is sparkling. So I'm going to pass this around so y'all can look at it. And I'll start the pillow over here. It's just a picture of them. Alrighty.
Get all sparkly. It's the later fashion you want. Yeah, it is. You're right. No, it's a clip on.
Okay. So,
You're gonna make your ghost one. That's my She's trying to make your ghost.
alright.
I was going to write on the board.
Just not to get this close to my
Okay, so right now I'm going to tell you, today we're going to be talking about North Carolina and how it is different from every other state. Each state has different symbols and different things that make it unique. North Carolina has a lot of special ones. So we're going to talk about the importance of them, and I'm going to write that right up here. That way we all know what we're doing the entire time. After y'all get done passing those, if somebody wants to switch, oh, okay. Y'all already did that. Okay, so I made a little poster board right over here, and with the ones that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the state capitol, which is Raleigh, the state flag, the state flower, which is the North Carolina dogwood, the Wright Brothers Monument, and the state bird, which is the cardinal, which all of y'all already know. So, I have little note cards, and I'm going to read these to you. I'm on a pole blowing in the wind. Can you guess who I am? All right. So, inside of this, there are a few facts that we're going to talk about for the state flag. The flag of North Carolina shall consist of a blue union containing in the center a white star with the letter N and the letter C on the right-hand side of the star. Does anybody know why those letters are there? There we go. Okay, the fly of the flag shall consist of 2 equally proportioned bars, which would be these two right here. The upper is red and the lower would be white. The length of the bars horizontally is equal right here to the length of the union, and the total length of the flag shall be 1/3 more than its width. So, right here we have red, white, and does anybody know what this color is right here? Right. Does anybody know why we chose those 3 colors?
Because it's the color of the American flag.
That's right. North Carolina chose to follow in that. All right. So the next thing it says, "Whoa, I'm flying up high, flying around, and I'm a national memorial. What am I?"
The cardinal.
Nope. If we look right here, this would be a memorial. This is a bird, but the bird does fly too. So this is going to be the Wright Brothers Monument. And we have some facts written about that one in here.
Your computer turned
This monument, the Wright Brothers Monument, is located in Kill Devil's Hill, North Carolina, and it commemorates the first successful sustained power flight in a heavier-than-air machine. So, Wilbur and Orville Wright were the 2 who first flew that airplane that is heavier-than-air machine. I'm going to leave these cards up here for whenever y'all do your assignment. I'm going to put them right here for if you need any extra information. Okay, this one talks about it grows on a tree and it's white with lots of petals. Right. So this one, the blossom of the dogwood tree was designated as the official state flower in 1941. A very long time ago. And it is one of the most common trees found in North Carolina, and it is found in all parts of the state, from the mountains to the coast. So it can grow in cold weather or warm weather up high or down by the coast. Let's see. I'm going to read one of these facts. The capital is Raleigh. The capital was declared a National Historic Landmark in 1973. It was built in 1833. Yes, ma'am?
Is it the state capital?
That top one right there. It's a gigantic building in downtown Raleigh. Does anybody know where Raleigh is?
I used to live in Raleigh.
Is it? It's not in the coast and it's not in the mountains. Does anybody know what part it's in? Yes. Yes. You are right. Okay. And the last one we're going to talk about today, I'm going to read you this card and I want you to tell me which one you think it is. Their nests are generally concealed in the hedgerows or vines, and the couples can have up to 3 clutches of 2 to 5 eggs per year during the spring and summer. Who am I? Right. And that's the one y'all have been passing around. You still have one? Okay, the cardinal is found in North and South America. It's sometimes known as a red bird or northern cardinals, which are non-migratory and have adapted easily to both city and suburban environments. So you can find the cardinals anywhere in the state of North Carolina or in North and South America.
I've seen one before.
Have you?
I saw one on you in my grandma's house.
Really? The North Carolina General Assembly of 1943 named the cardinal as the official state bird of North Carolina. So it's been the state bird for quite a while. Okay, so today what we're going to do, I'm going to type in something about the Wright Brothers National Memorial, because that's one that's kind of confusing. And I want y'all to just think of some important facts that we're going to be looking at for whenever we do our assignment, okay? Okay, so this is what they're doing. They taught the world to fly. Wind, Sand, and a Dream of Flight brought Wilbur and Orville Wright to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where after 4 years of scientific experimentation, they achieved the first successful airplane flights on December 17th, 1903. And that is just a stone right here of the two of them, and this is actually the monument. You can go visit the monument, and see all about where's Kitty Hawk at, the road to the first flight, Is there anything y'all want me to click on? Road to the first flight. Okay. So here's a picture of the airplane. That looks a lot different than the airplanes now, right? It does.
They still have airplanes like that though.
That was the first airplane to fly. I don't think I would have gotten in that.
It doesn't look very safe.
No, it doesn't. You would have. Well, you're brave. So at 10:35 a.m. in 1903, the Wright Flyer lifts off for the first time. Orville is at the controls with Wilbur running alongside. One of the most iconic photographs ever taken, and that is in Kitty Hawk. So, on December 17, 1903, the Flyer was repaired after Wilbur's most recent failed attempt 3 days prior. So these boys had been trying to make this airplane for a long time and make it fly. They were trying to be the first in the world. The Wright brothers felt they were ready once again to attempt man-powered controlled flight. The brothers were dressed in coats and ties that December morning, a touch of a private ceremony for an event that would alter the world. So the worlds were impossible. At 10:35, he finally released the restraining wire. The Flyer moved down the rails as Wilbur steadied the wings. Just as Orville left the ground, John Daniels, a member of the life-saving station, snapped the shutter on a preset camera, capturing the most iconic photograph. So those are just some interesting facts, and here's some pictures of the flight. There's a damaged Flyer at the end of the day on 1903. And so those were just some interesting facts about how the flight only lasted 12 seconds and the distance covered was less than the total length of a modern passenger airline. So they didn't make it very far, but they definitely made history. They did. They were the first to do it. An enormous achievement has been made, transcending the power hops and glides over others have attempted. So, right now, what I want to do is I have this right here, and if I want to do them in groups, they don't really have to. I just kind of there's 6 groups. Okay, that's fine. All right, group 1 that can be the 3 of you, and then group 2 could be the 2 of you or the 3 of you. Good. Group 3, the 3 of you. Okay, the 2 of you can be group 4, or the 3 of you can be group 4. And then the 2 of you group 5, and the 2 of you group 6. If anybody needs help reading anything, just let me know. What we're going to do is we're playing a game of popcorn. I'm going to say something, and then I'm going to tell you a fun fact. And on the front of your card, there's going to be a name. It's going to be either the state capitol, the state flag, the state flower, the Wright Brothers National Monument, or the cardinal. If you have that answer, I want you to stand up and read it out loud, and then you're going to flip your card over. And it's going to have a fact. And you're going to read that fact, and then the next person is going to say who it is, and then it's just going to go on from there. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Okay, you can open your card.
Are you done with that?
Okay, whenever we open our cards, all we're gonna look at to begin with, everybody look at the blank word or the blank side with just one word on it. Not the writing on the back. Just everybody, does everybody see just one word or right? On the side with no lines. Everybody look at that, okay? That's the only side you need to look at right now. That's fine. Yeah. So just look on that side. Okay. So I'm gonna start. I like to fly in the air and I am bright red. Who am I? Okay. What does the back of your card say? I don't know. Does anybody have a state flag? Is that what we think it is? Is it the state flag? Is that right? Alrighty. So the person who has the state flag written, turn your card over.
I am one of the most common trees in North Carolina. I am found in all parts of the state, from the mountains to the hills.
What am I?
I am a large building located in Kitty Hawkins, North Carolina. I am located in the capital area historic district.
Did everybody hear that?
Yes.
Do you want me to hear? I'll read it a little bit louder for him. Okay. I am a large building located in Raleigh, North Carolina. I am located in the capital area historic district. Who am I? Does anybody have what they think that answer is? Who has that card?
I know.
All right. What does the back of your card say?
I am located in Philadelphia Hills, North Carolina. I am a national memorial. Today we have talked about 5 important things. What are
The state flag, the state flower, the Wright Brothers National Memorial, the state bird, and the state capital.
There we go. Okay, so each group, I want you to tell me one thing that you know about what you have written on your card. It doesn't have to be what was written, just something. And for y'all, you get to group 6, y'all can just choose one of the 5. Okay, you want to go first?
The body of a state capital.
And where is it located?
In the region.
Good. Okay. Do you want to go next?
there was 2 Wright brothers?
There was. Do you know their names?
Orville? Yeah. And Wilbur.
There you go.
I know one thing about the state bird.
That's fine.
They're one of the birds that stay here during winter.
They do.
It's located all around.
Which one did you choose?
Dog.
The dogwood? It's located all around North Carolina. That's right.
The state flag is red, white, and blue like the American flag.
That's true.
Cardinal's red.
That's true. The cardinal is red.
At least you're telling me. At least it's true.
Okay. What I want y'all to do today on your own is we're going to make a little book. And this is my book. The front of it has my state flower because that was what I chose. You can choose any of these 5. State capital, state flag, state flower, state bird, or the Wright Brothers Monument. So, on your book, you're going to write what you chose, and then you're going to write by and your name. So, you're going to be the illustrator, and you're going to be the author. You can decorate the front of your book however you want. I chose a flower, the sun, and some grass. In here, on your first page, I want you to draw a picture of what you chose. It doesn't have to be an in-depth, but try and make it as close as you can to what it is. If you want to do the state capitol, try and draw a big building with this standing in front of it. If it's the flag, make sure you try and use the red, white, and blue, and then some yellow right here. The dogwood is just a white flower with some green and pink in it. The state bird is red. And the Wright Brothers Monument is just a large monument. Yes, kind of a tower. So if you want to draw that, but if you draw that, try and write something on it so we know what it is. Underneath it, you need to title it. The dogwood, the state capitol, whatever you decide to choose. On the second page, I want you to write an interesting fact about it and what you like about it. Like, for instance, I wrote, this is one of the most common trees in North Carolina. It is found in all parts of the state, from the mountains to the coast. The reason I chose this is because not many things can live on the coast in such warm weather and in the mountains in such cool weather. So I thought that was pretty cool that it can live in any kind of temperature. So this is just a simple little book y'all are going to draw, and then I'm going to collect these at the end. Does everybody understand? Okay.
Do they have markers and glue? They told me.
I've got glue. I've got glue. There's markers and crayons, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to show you how to make the book after I pass out everything. Okay. White sheet. What color do you want? Red. That sounds good. I do. It's a light blue. Yeah. Light green. Do you? What color would you like? What color? Red? Okay. Red too. You should have loved this red. You should have got more than that. Well, here's the red. Green. There we go. Go on when we think yours red. Are you red? Yes. I'm doing the flower. We're gonna glue it. Green. Thank you. Choose a different color. Okay. Here you go. We have pink, blue, green, brown, yellow. And blue. I don't know where the pink is. What color do you want?
I did it and then
Break and use a
breaking.
different. If it keeps breaking, use a different sharpener.
I think red because I felt like it. Not because Karen is not I did. Hearing you said. Turning around. Her name is Tom. No, it's Jeffina.
All right.
Jeffina. I see you. Jeffina. I'm Jeffina. I'm I choose you.
What color would you like?
I'm doing it.
Better Jeffy.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I want to do This is better. You don't do it like that. You have to
Okay. It's okay. Can everybody hear me? All right. We are going to glue it. I'm going to pass out some glue.
Should I use glue sticks?
Glue sticks are better than wet glue.
I use wet glue and it's
Glue sticks are way better than wet glue. Color pencils shouldn't be sharpened too pointy. Sharpen it just enough to see the red. Try another sharpen.
You can use markers, color pencils, crayons, whatever you want. And look at what I found. Eyes up here. All right. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna take the colored piece of paper and put it on the table first. Then take a white piece of paper and put some glue on the back of it, on one side of it.
We don't have glue.
There's some glue sticks in front of your table. Y'all are gonna have to share. The white paper, take some glue and just put it all around the edges.
You can use it. All around the edges.
And in the middle, just make it so the paper will stick.
That's what I do. I put that.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to take it and flip it over, and you're just going to lay it as close as you can so your paper looks like this. That's okay. It'll dry. It will dry eventually. I didn't put a lot of glue on mine. And then once you glue your papers, all you're going to do is fold it over just like that. I can't.
Here.
There you go.
You might want to help.
It doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. Just somewhere right around like that.
There you go.
Okay.
I just saw the glue. No, I don't.
So now that all the papers are glued, then all you're going to do is take it and fold it over just like this. Yes, ma'am? Just like that.
Oh.
I'll help you.
Fold it like a hamburger.
Okay,
It does look like a book. That was our goal. Was to make it look like a book. So now that everybody has their books put together on the front page, just like I showed you a second ago, I want you to draw the name of it, which is going to be what you choose. Your name, which you choose because you're the author. You can use markers, colored pencils, crayons, anything you have. And then you can, on the front, I want you to illustrate it the way something you like. If you're going to do the state capitol, you can draw something on the front that reminds you of Robert. If you used to live there, something that reminded you of Robert. If you want to do the state flag, if you want to just draw some red and blue on the front of it, that's fine. Whenever you open it up, on the first page, I need you to draw something that looks as close as you can to the actual symbol. And on this page, does anybody remember what we're going to write? A fact and
Something you like about it.
and something you like about it. It can be something we talked about today, or just something you already knew about the symbol or structure you're going to be talking about. Does everybody understand? Alrighty.
Wait, so what do you write?
On the front, you are gonna write what you chose. So I chose the dogwood, so I put my state flower, North Carolina dogwood. Then on the bottom, you're gonna write by, and you're gonna write your name because you're the author.
But do we have to write the my state something?
Nope, you can, if you want to choose the state capital, just write state capital Raleigh. If you choose the state flag, just write state flag. Whatever you choose to write about. If anybody needs it, I'm going to be passing around some of the facts that we talked about.
I need to call one. You can do it twice. Like I did.
Here's something about the cardinal. Here's something about dogwood. And y'all can pass them around. You don't have to keep them. Here's something about Raleigh. Here's one more. Here's a few things. If you don't have it and there's something you need, you can ask me and I will go find you one of the books. Y'all can just pass those all around.
How's it going? Let me see.
I need dollar blue.
I got hand sharpeners right here.
And here, I'm going to put my book right up here. That looks very good. And now you can draw whatever you want on the front. Yes, I can. That's fine.
Reach and grab you one, baby.
That looks
You're
very
welcome.
good.
I did it. I just have down there. So this is
That's not bad.
It's okay.
Great.
why me? It's like
Here, take this one.
what did you do?
Ew. Bad meat. There.
Look at my beak. Look at mine.
It's a huge beak.
This isn't even a black.
Close.
Yes, it does. Everything has to be busy. Except for that. This looks like a volcano.
There, it looks like the one on front is smaller and chubbier.
That is very cute.
I have a pet bear, it's a dog. His name is Feisty for a reason. Very rude. One day I will be the boss of him.
Oh,
For
really?
now, he's the boss of him. And he's like, he's a pineapple conure, so he's like this big.
He's a tiny bird. He's bossy.
Yeah.
He's like, please leave him alone. He's like, he can talk to that.
He can't go.
Oh, wow. He said, leave him.
No, he said go to bed.
Alright guys, you have about 5 more minutes to finish up.
I
To my inside.
I'm in the inside, I haven't broken anything. I haven't written anything yet. What to be fact about
I don't think that's a fact. That might be something she could write if she doesn't think they would like her, but I don't think that's a fact.
This is bad, guys. It's not like this.
Does yours come off?
Mine can always work anywhere.
Alright, I'm covering it.
See, mine's looking worse than yours.
Look at mine.
I haven't even, I just wrote 2 words.
We are made by hand.
Okay, I did mine.
Look how chubby this cardboard is.
It's better than mine.
Thank you.
Y'all are doing great. I wish I could, but I can only stay for a few more minutes.
What'd you do?
Copy
Really
the whole
fast.
card.
These went out really fast. I can't see that. Okay, this is taking a way real fast.
Ta-da!
W-O-O-D.
Totally not lopsiding this way.
Look, it's called Pixie.
It's called terrible.
Mother? I said brother. Oh, I thought you said mother.
Just come in, sit
Okay,
quietly.
this is
Okay?
when I got smart. We didn't get to do our word sentence because the iPad didn't work.
Oh.
It would turn. So we had to do I can't.
Okay,
Oh.
guys, if we
That
haven't
sounds
started
fun.
writing, let's start writing so we can finish up.
Christopher, just come in, sit down. Just go sit down.
Can I do one?
No, you don't have time. Saquon, sit down, please. Go sit down. Christopher, just sit in Angel
You know
seat.
Cardinal facts. So tell me facts about the Cardinals. It's good, isn't it? You know the facts about the Cardinals. Yes. No.
I've read two things. Cardinal State during Cardinals are red and the state bird.
You were gonna draw something. You're gonna draw the picture of it right over here. That is perfect. And then write
Yes, you may
something
use the
you
bathroom
like
now. It's
about
good
the
time to
Cardinals.
go.
R-E-D.
Well, she has
R-E-D. Yes, sir.
I forgot what we're supposed to do.
You are going to write. You're going to write a fact about the state flag, and then you're going to write what you like about the state flag. The colors,
See if somebody doing a social studies lesson. You don't have to do it.
I'm just going to draw the head of the cardinal.
you know,
Spent like
facts
2
about the
months
state flag. What is something that you know about the state flag?
this number.
Yes, you do.
You should make me look at you like. School.
Okay, that's a fact. Write that. State flag is
I like the color.
State flag. You know something.
Yeah, it's got the bird on it, the
You
cardinal.
only have to write what you like about it.
Cardinals are red.
Okay, if you need just a couple more minutes, raise your hand.
Just want to write one more fact.
You don't have to write that many facts.
I've only written 3.
That's not facts. Got it. Okay, you have 2 minutes, so write quickly.
I haven't even done the inside. I've done like the fact. That's it.
Well, if you've done one fact, just go ahead and draw whatever you wanted to, whatever you chose to draw your book on.
I'm done.
Awesome. Yes.
My writing is not
Do.
what it's
You probably got a sheet of
My
paper.
parents are gonna kill me.
You want to do your paper? You can do it.
No, she does not. Don't teach her either. She'll be trying the whole entire life. It's close enough.
That is how you feel.
Seriously.
I'm done. Okay, this is
I won't. I'm good at drawing words. I won't. I have
3
drawing
facts.
Great. Yes.
I control the whole.
I just write really big. So, draw your picture right there.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
It has yellow. It has a yellow N and a yellow C. You don't have to draw that. But it does have it. Your grandma? Okay, while y'all are finishing up, I'm going to go over a couple of the words we learned about today. So y'all know the 5 symbols we learned about. Today, we learned about the symbol, and a symbol is a thing that represents or stands for something else. So, can anybody think of something that's a symbol that we didn't talk about today? It doesn't have to be from North Carolina, just a symbol.
Blueberries are think berries.
Okay, that would be it stands for something. It's a material object representing something. What?
I think like the bullet is
Do y'all have a school symbol? Okay. Also, we learned about the history. The history, does anybody know what history means? It is the study of past events. And the last word we learned and we talked about is a structure. Can anyone tell me what a structure is?
Something that's I always keep in my head that
Can you give me an example of a structure?
tower.
Right, like the Eiffel Tower, a big building in New York. It is a constructed building or a specific arrangement of things or people.
I can do the closure after this.